Welcome to another episode, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. And Baby Loke from Long Beach insane Crip went ballistic, nuclear even, crashed out and really slit the eye of a blood member. Now, this transpired in the youth training school, YTS, CYA, the California Youth Authority, and Baby Loke from Insane Crip was really one of the first individuals that I ran into that was extra'd out, that was turned up inside of jail. Well, we were all young, and I hadn't ran into too many individuals who was so extra'd out at that time. I ended up running into many individuals as time went on that were turned up. Most of the individuals that I knew that were turned up and extra'd out were on the street, always G'd up, and everything that came out of their mouth had to do with their gang. But there behind the walls, it didn't necessarily go over like that. But here in YTS, Baby Loke was extremely turned up. A skinny dude, very thin, very slim, not that tall either. Maybe he was so thin, it made him look like he was taller than he actually was, I believe. But the story ends in complete tragedy. A tragic situation transpired. Now, and I still think about it to this day. It still bothers me today. A blood member there in YTS was the blood version of Baby Loke. He was also turned up, but he was a big dude. He was tall and had size on him. He tended to mind his own business. He just really congregated and conversed with his faction and his faction only. He was just cool with the Bloods. It was a Hussein thing going on. Hussein is the Hoovers and the Insane Crips combined. Hussein, Hoover, Insane. This is how close the allyship was at that time and still is, essentially. We were really one, even there in YTS. The Hoovers, of course, had their own car and own faction, but we got along well with the Long Beach Insane. So Baby Loke and I were extremely close. We became very close. He was turned up, and every word he used to say was cuz, insane, or Hussein, or sane. And so he was saying a lot of people, hey, what's up, Sane? How you doing, Sane? Hey, what up, Sane? And no one really took an umbrage to this, even if they were not a Crip or not from Long Beach, because they knew this is just how Baby Loke was. And he really meant no harm. He meant no offense by this, for the most part. He was just turned up in this sort of way. This was his vernacular. One day, in the blood, he used to mind his own business, as I said, and he didn't bother anyone, but he used to say blood a lot. This is just, we were all young and everyone was gang banging, and they called YTS Gladiator School, and for good reason. There was a lot of violence in there, particularly gang violence there in YTS, as it was everywhere around the country, particularly at this time, this being 1992, 93, and 1994. And one day, we're in a trade line, and this is where we go. We all line up, the building lines up to go back to your job. You may be a mechanic. They had different little trades in school. And you line up and the police escort you over there to trade. This is where a lot of the fights transpired inside of these classrooms, inside of your trade, or even there in the line. People would be known to run out of the line and get at you from way over there. Wherever you at, they coming to holler at you. And we're in the trade line, and Baby Loke keeps saying cuz. He's saying sane, and he's saying Hussein. And Baby Loke used to have his we had the little blue shirts, button-up shirts there in YTS, And Baby Loke used to have his buttoned all the way up. It was always creased up. His pants always creased up. Had to find his shoes shining. And he walking around like he an OG, like 19 years old. He's not bothering anyone. And he's having a conversation with someone, but not the blood member, when he keeps saying cuz and saying and this and that. The blood is a couple of rows back. Now, I forget what this blood member is from. I have a clear picture of him in my mind right now. If I saw him today, I'd say that's him. He either from Pueblos, Villain, like one of those. He from something like that, but I forgot. He used to hang out with B-Dog and them from Pueblos all the time, and Lunatic from Pueblos. So I'm thinking he from Pueblos. Nevertheless, him and I didn't converse it. Like I say, he really stayed to himself and stayed to his own car. We were cool, but I wasn't close with him or whatever. I'm close with Insane. I'm close with Baby Loke. So walking in the train line, Baby Loke just saying cuz, whatever. The blood hears it. He hears Baby Loke saying cuz and Insane and what have you. And you look back and the blood, he's like, let's call him B-Dog. B-Dog, he's like huffing and puffing a little bit. He's upset. He has a look on his face that's saying he's ready to attack. No one really knew where this was coming from, because this is how Baby Loke talks all the time. And he's not talking to him. He's talking to another Crip. The blood, B-Dog, he ends up going to some dudes from Long Beach, essentially, and told them that they need to ring in Baby Loke, that there are also bloods here in the unit. There are bloods here in the module, bro. And this dude keeps saying cuz, and he's saying it so loud so that we all can hear. You know, I'm starting to feel like he's deliberately trying to disrespect me. He's deliberately trying to disrespect us. Now, some said later that it's just that Baby Loke was turned up and extra'd out and was getting more of the shine, really, than this blood member who was also extra'd out and turned up. Again, he was the blood version of Baby Loke. But many people felt like Baby Loke was really the baby of the crew. And a lot of people had more love for him than they had for this individual. Apparently, this is what it seemed to be. Nevertheless, he's pushing this issue. So it gets back to Baby Loke that the blood is saying that he don't want him saying Crip anymore or saying cuz, at least not to where he can hear it. Baby Loke is outraged. He's incensed. What do you mean? Dude can't tell me what to say that I can't say my hood, bro. He says blood. He telling dudes from Long Beach, what did y'all say? What did y'all tell him? When he got at y'all like that, you should have got off on that dude, bro. This dude done lost his mind. Now, the tension in the unit is palpable. Everyone can feel it, and everyone knows what is to come. In fact, a couple of die moves, because I was pretty good. I was pretty close with them. Like, even in prison, I was accused of being a blood lover or something. Because it's a whole nother story, but I've been close with quite a few of them. And I was cool, real tight with a couple of them right there in the unit. They're like, bro, but they know that Baby Loke is my guy, but he's skinny. He's not going to be able to handle this big blood dude. So they're like, bro, so what's up? The Bloods, a couple of Bloods, like, bro, what's up? You know, is it up? Is it going up? Or them two just going to handle it? Whatever. I'm like, yeah, them two, he a little dude, but them two can just handle it. Baby Loke, he's not scared to squabble anybody. But I told him, I can't let him just dog him out. I can't let him just knock the homie out or whatever. You know, we're not trying to pack. Ain't nobody, it's no pack as a one-on-one. It doesn't have to go any further than that. Y'all know I rock with it. So B-Dog, that's the one I was closest with, B-Dog. Not this B-Dog, the real B-Dog from Pueblos. Just naming this dude B-Dog that got involved in the situation, the real B-Dog from Pueblos. His celly was Lunatic. I was close. So he just like, him and I just talked like, bro, you already know, as long as me and you, we're not going to touch each other if it go up. Well, I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm not, you are your selling. You know what I mean? One day we sitting there in the day room because we all know that it's coming. Because Baby Low, he's not about to stop saying cuz or any of that. And now he's really going to say it because I saw it all in him. He's basically letting me know, Baby Low. Like, bro, I'm really finna trip now. I wasn't even tripping. I wasn't even trying to disrespect them. I'm sitting there talking to the homie. This dude gonna go tell the homies that he don't want me saying my hood, but he says this dude is crazy, bro. I'm like, yeah, I already know, bro. Just chill though, or what have you. We go to day room, and we right there in the front row, in the front seat, me and Baby Low. And we just cooling. And we chopping it up. The B-Dog, he's also in the day room, a couple of rows back and sitting in a chair. We watching TV. We in the front. I'm looking back. I'm watching him a little bit. Baby Loke start going in. He started talking loud. Yeah, cuz. Insane Crip. Insane Crip, cuz. Man, this dude tripping. So we like watching a game or whatever. He like, cuz. And cuz this dude, I'm like, oh man, yeah. Here we go. This is about to be the day for sure. So the blood, he gets up. He jumped right up. Right now, there's another blood behind me and Baby Low in the second row. So the B-Dog, he gets up and he's walking towards me and Baby Low. He's coming towards the front. But again, there's another blood in the other row. So I don't know for sure. He could just be going to sit with him. But he didn't get up and start walking this way until Baby Low started yelling out Hussein, cuz, and this and that. So when the blood get up and he's walking just towards our way, Baby Low gets up. Baby Low got some batteries inside of a sock. He got it right here in his hand. I've been seen it. I've been peeped the move. And he got it wrapped up right there, but it looked like, if you just see the outside of his hand, it looked like he just got his hand wrapped up like he ready to squabble. It looked like his hand is wrapped up with a sock or whatever, both his hands. But really inside of his hand, inside of his fist, are some batteries waiting to detonate. Baby Loke jumps up and the blood is walking towards, and Baby Loke just rush at him. Baby Loke, again, is maybe 130 pounds, soaking wet with 2 bricks in his back pocket. But B-Dog, he's a beast of sorts. He's a big dude, and he has heart. B-Dog, he is a rider. That's why he pressed his line. Like, I don't want to hear that, blood. I don't want to hear the new juice saying cuz, blood. He pushing his line. He pushing his line, bro. Trust me. That's what he do. He like, man, he pushing for the Bloods. He they young rider. Baby Loki, he's out there for the Crips and for the Long Beach Guard. You're going to think of him, thinking his name around there, because he around there just going crazy. He rushed at him, but the Blood, he throw his stuff, be like, what's up, Blood? Like basically saying he was going to go holler at the homie. That's just what I thought it was possible. He like, man, I wasn't even coming over there, Baby Loke. Like, he ain't saying nothing. Like, man, he ain't believing him or whatever. He just attacking. Blood throw his stuff up. Bam, bam, bam. He hit Baby Loke a couple of times. Baby Loke wasn't even able to get off at that time with the batteries. Baby Loke kind of stumbled back, but I already know he got the stuff in his hand. I'm like, damn, man. I already said it. I can't let this dude just stump the homie down. I can't let it happen. He riding. It's Hussein, and he riding. I'm sorry, but I rock with the Bloods tough. But right now it's just a squabble. They going head up. I'm not trying to get it. Nobody. No, there's Bloods out there too. They just standing over there. They ready though. everybody just letting these two squabble, even though it is a mismatch. For sure. But what Baby Loke lacks in size, he makes up for in heart. So he goes at the dude again. And they squabble up. And Baby Loke, he swung the batteries at the dude. Bam! And hit him right there in the eye. Bam! And first, nobody really saw the batteries in his hand because, again, just looked like he had a sock. Like he just got his stuff wrapped up. And no one really was sure, like, what happened there. It looked like he just punched him. And now B-Dog eye is leaking. He has a gash. And he like, oh, and he like closed his eye. And he holding his eye and let his eye go and his blood come. I said, oh, man, this is bad. It's just supposed to be a head-up squabble. It's not supposed to be any weapons involved, really. But Baby Locust, I don't know. I don't want to justify it. I don't want to speak for him, but he's a small dude. Apparently, he felt like he wasn't about to fight this dude head up. It's not happening. So he hit him with the battery. He leaking. And the Bloods, Damu's like, oh, no, Blood, you got something. No, Blood. But that everybody know, like, this is how it's probably going to go. This is nothing new in there either. But B-Dog recovers. He's leaking, got a gash, but he recovers. And he's swinging on Baby Loke. He's swinging. He basically got his eye closed, but he dropped Baby Loke. Bam! He dropped him. Baby Loke was down there on the ground for a second, like down on one knee, and B-Dog, he leaking. So at that time, pretty much just broke it up. Like everybody like, man, that's it, because he leaking. And his eye was gashed. Baby Loke, he down now. And if it go any further, it's probably gonna go up with everyone, because everyone's upset that Baby Loke didn't use these batteries now. It's supposed to be a head-up squabble. And I'd already peeped the batteries in his hand. I'd already peeped it. Wasn't nothing I can do. And I was pretty much the end of the fight, the end of the squabble. And we went on with our normal program. The Blood went on saying Blood, and Baby Loke went on saying Cuz. That's just how it is. It just continued. Now, I say it ended tragically only because when Baby Loke went home from YTS, I don't know, or I don't want to get too in depth into exactly what happened because I wasn't there. But I do know that he got into it with one of his big homies on the street. Whatever the argument was about, I of course heard, this was a long time ago, even when this happened, I of course heard the rumors or what have you about what the situation was over or whatever. I don't even much recall some sort of acrimony and strife between the two. The big homie pulls out a weapon. This is someone from his own hood. Shoots him, bam, shoots Baby Loke and paralyzed him. He's in a wheelchair. And when I got out, I seen Baby Loke some years after I got out of YTS in '98. He had actually come to my neighborhood. He was paralyzed. And I don't know what happened with Baby Loke. I do want to know, because I think about him all the time. And, they said that he's like be over there crying, like in his hood, like, oh man, like getting high, like tripping off of what happened to him. And start crying because he's tripping, thinking about being in a wheelchair, like, man, the homie paralyzed, man, I'm paralyzed, bro. I can't walk. I can't believe that. And the homies start hugging him or whatever. Like, I'm like, damn, it was sad because, man, yeah, I can only imagine. Man, someone like him who was so active, had so much energy. And yeah, he was active in the gang life, but he'd have turned his life around eventually. We were all young, bro. Everyone needs a chance, And to go from that to being in a wheelchair, being paralyzed, you can't walk, after being independent and all of that. You know, if you were born like that or been like that for some time since you were young or whatever, it's different, I'm sure. But I'm saying as an adult, getting an accident or whatever, like, I know it happens every day. But man, it's tough. I seen him, I had a conversation with him when I seen him in the hood. We talked for a while and he ran down to me what happened. He was sitting in the car, he didn't even get out the car because he's in a wheelchair. He was over there with one of his homeboys. His homeboy was out. And baby, look, I see the wheelchair back there in the back seat. He right there in the passenger side. So I go over there and we talked for a long time and he ran everything down to me, you know, what had happened to him. You know, he was emotional then, of course. I was emotional. Seeing my guy like that sitting in the car, he couldn't get out, you know, could have got out, but I mean, you know, it's just like, wow, man. And again, I'm not sure what happened to Baby Loke. I often think about him and think about his situation and what did happen to him. Hoping he's okay, man. That's just this life. That's just street life for everyone. Give your life for the gang, in here fighting and killing for your gang, in jail. Stay strong. Don't snitch. For 30 years, you kept it real, represented your gang to the fullest. And then you turn around and someone from your gang takes you out, paralyzes you, or whatever. The same people who are supposed to love you and have your back and are supposed to be willing to die and kill for you are the ones who are killing you. You want to be a part of that? Man, no way. Stay safe and stay free, people. Shout out to Baby Loke. He was a real one. Long Beach Insane Crip. He was a real one before real ones was a thing. He was turned up, extra out before that was a thing. Back in the early 90s in jail. For real. Like Lil Duck, he reminds me of Lil Duck and Baby Duck. And Baby Dirt Rock used to be turned up, G'd up all the time. And he was like that. Hope he's okay. Stay safe and stay free, people.